I started playing the ukulele in the 4th grade. We're all kind of required to learn it in Hawaii. And I didn't think anything of it up until the 9th grade where I was in the high school band. And basically what I did was I took everything I learned from the high school band and I played it on my ukulele, because a lot more socially acceptable to play the ukulele or bring an ukulele to school and jam it during recess, other than like busting out a saxophone and playing it in front of lunch and everybody being annoyed. And as a kid growing up in Hawaii, there's a really huge advantage, because a lot of the techniques are passed down from from person to person. We didn't have the luxury of like the internet like how we do now, so I learned all the techniques earlier on, and because I knew techniques that was kind of Hawaii exclusive, I figured I could show somebody else that didn't know how to do it. I took up education in college, like I majored in education, so I studied how to teach. And I had this, I had the skill of teaching, so I figured, why don't I just take that and teach how to play the ukulele around the world? And that's kind of where I took it, to a professional level. Like I can do this as a profession, not more of a performer, but as a teacher, because I feel that I like performing as well. Like I love performing, but for me, it's more geared towards teaching this instrument and whatever I've learned from the past, and passing it down to the people that can take that, whatever I've learned, and take it even further. It's gonna sound really cliche for me to cite Jake as my inspiration, but to be honest with you, like I knew him like in a really personal level. Like Jake and I are good friends, and when I moved over to the island of Oahu to learn, for college, basically, I went there for college. And he kind of taught me whenever he had time. And he didn't just teach me how to play the ukulele. He taught me, how to play the ukulele, but he gave me examples of how to be a person also. And I think that's really inspiring. Like an example, we were playing a show at this place called On Stage, and when Jake came, we told him, yeah, just come down, bring your ukulele, you can jam with us and play with us. So he said, sure. Brought his ukulele. I broke my my top string, my G string, on stage, and I only had like a 3-stringed ukulele. And he was playing with us, and he said, here, play my ukulele for now. I'm gonna run home really quick, grab a pack of strings for you, and come back. I'll restring your ukulele, and then like I'll tune it up, and you can keep playing your set. Ukulele means to me a way of bridging the gap, like bridging any kind of gap. Whereas like if you need an outlet to let out any sort of emotion, music is a great way of doing that, and the ukulele is a way of me expressing through music. And also it bridges the gap between me and other people, or just other people between other people in general. The ukulele can be used as kind of a way to bring people together, so bridging that gap, when you play together with other people, and you kind of have jam sessions. And I think that's a great thing about the ukulele, because not a lot of people are getting together and forming like guitar clubs or something, but there's like a million ukulele clubs out there, so it's really a great way to bridge the gap. It's not a hard instrument to learn, so it's easily approachable. Whereas the guitar, you'd watch other guitar players play, you're like, I can never do that in a million years. And I've been playing ukulele for like 14, 15 years, and I still can't do half the things that guitar players do. The Hawaiian culture is really, really vast, and as far as their language, it's almost extinct. I mean, there's a few people that speak it purely, and Hawaiian music is a way to kind of keep that culture going. Their stories and their ways are told through the music, either through hula, like chants, or through music with with the ukulele or with the guitar. So Hawaiian music is their sort of venue to have their stories told. I mean, I'm sure there's stories behind other music as well, but this has a whole culture behind it.